Hello, this is TJR. I want to comment on a number of articles I have been reading regarding the Amazon Prime original series, The Boys. Season 2 is currently running on Amazon Prime, and full disclosure, I'm a fan of this show. And in fact, last week I posted a video discussing how I felt that last week's episode 4 was a strong analogy for everything wrong with the internet. Now, after filming that video, I wasn't planning on talking about the series again until season 2 was actually over with, if I even did at all. But lo and behold, this week, the internet itself proves the series right about everything wrong with the internet. Fans of the series are negative click bombing this show, not because they don't like the show, but because they are upset with the fact that the series is being released in the traditional one episode a week model of broadcast TV versus the binge models started with streaming TV where you get the entire season at once. Now, I have nothing against the binge model, but personally, I prefer the traditional once a week model versus the binge model. Part of the fun to having a show that is this good, and especially if there is an episode with a cliffhanger, is having that week in between episodes to engage in fan discussions about the show and sharing our own individual fan speculations and theories about what might happen next. Before the internet, fans had to work a lot harder to be fans. Other fans weren't just a mouse click away. Oftentimes, you would watch something like, say, a cliffhanger to a Star Trek The Next Generation episode, and you would have to wait till you could call or speak to your fellow fans at work or at school to discuss it. And while I love how the internet has created communities, I also dislike how it has created self-entitlement in certain types of individuals. The Boys is a quality show, and hundreds of creative individuals worked very hard to put in their best day's work to make it so. If your beef is with the writing or the acting, or anything to do with the actual quality of the show, then fine. Write your review, make your case, and post it. And then be prepared for others to have a different point of view and to disagree with you. But to post negative ratings on a quality series because you disagree with the release schedule? Really? This reminds me of reviews that I have seen on Amazon for music artists, where the purchaser bought an album and left a negative review not because of the quality of the music, but because the CD arrived damaged on delivery. That is a shipping issue, and you should contact the shipping department to get a replacement. You should not be leaving a negative score for the artist's album. That is kind of what this recent behavior by self-entitled fans of The Boys TV series reminds me of. Except that the music purchaser who doesn't know the correct protocol for getting a replacement item is a one-off. This action of click bombing a series is clearly a coordinated effort, probably started by a bunch of angry fanboys on an internet discussion page. All I can say is that this kind of behavior from alleged fans of the show represents the worst kind of juvenile self-entitlement. These review bombers are an embarrassment to comic book fandom, and they perpetuate the stereotype of the mid-40s man-child living in his mother's basement. It is ugly, childish fan behavior. And just like when you are dealing with a spoiled child who is throwing a temper tantrum on the floor, that temper tantrum should never be catered to, nor should there be any appeal or attempt to appease it. Because that is what these so-called fans are. They remind me of Veruca Salt in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Give it to me now.
Many of these internet tantrums are aimed at Amazon on the presumption that Amazon has chosen to release the series weekly versus all at once because of how the COVID crisis has created a drought of original material. And if that was the case, then I would say that that is a good business decision on their part, even if I disagreed with it. But as it turns out, this decision was a creative decision made by the show's creators, and their reasoning turns out to be similar to the points that I made earlier. Amazon wanted to release season 2 all at once, but the show's creators wanted to create an atmosphere where the episode could marinate within your subconscious for a bit before you watch the next one, and leave room for fan discussions and fan speculation. I respect Amazon for actually adhering to the wishes of the show's creators. And I encourage the creators of this series and Amazon not to give in to the tantrums of a child. And once again, I will go back to the analogy of Veruca Salt from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. I'm sorry, Veruca darling, but you can't always get whatever you want whenever you want it. Those are my thoughts. Let me know what you think. As always, if you like what I'm doing, be sure to click a like, click subscribe, and smash that bell notification icon so you can know when I release new videos. Everybody take care, and I hope that everybody, including those who are throwing temper tantrums, stays safe and healthy. Bye-bye.